do this old school the way we used to do it. Off to go see the Yorktown, also known as the Big Boat. Hopefully the lens isn't going to fog up on us too much, but we are taking Augie for a school day on vacation to go see that big boat. So we're in Charleston, South Carolina.
Cool.
And this is the Yorktown, and Augie thinks it's going to be his new school forever, so we're going to have to work on that. But yep, so off to go see the big boat.
We'll get you to stand right there on that. You're welcome.
Can you stand on the footstep?
We'll stand right here on the big feet right there. All right. And you want to...
Oh, yeah.
Let me stand right here. And I'm going to take 2 photos of y'all. Is that okay?
Daddy, look. I got it too. Here, buddy. This is the walking side. Is that the driving side? That's the driving side, yeah. So cool. You know, people bailed on
It's a bell.
USS YorkTown.
Now, back in 1942, I don't know where you were. Where were you in 1942? Remember?
You gotta listen.
The Japanese attacked us December 7th, 1941 at Pearl Harbor. 4 months later, we did something they never thought we would do. We put 16 of these on an aircraft carrier smaller than this one for a one-way ride to Tokyo. Would you like to go in the kind of plane they flew? This is a real B-25.
Do you want to go inside?
Okay. Gonna go with them?
I want to make sure he doesn't.
Yeah, you can't go left.
Okay.
When you get in there, make sure you look up and see the 50
Go in?
caliber machine guns. 16 of these on a aircraft carrier smaller than the Yorktown.
Wow. See, he's back there? Whoa.
What do you say?
Thank you. Oh, you're welcome.
Did you see the machine gun?
And this is not a model. This is a real 1944 B-25.
That was pretty cool,
Now, you
huh?
see in that middle plane what looks like 2 machine guns coming out of the tail? Those aren't machine guns.
Broomsticks.
Broomsticks painted black. So the Japanese thought we had machine guns
Oh,
because they're conserving weight so they can put fuel on.
you know that this is a real ship? A real airplane?
Look up above and we'll see a 50 caliber machine gun. The guy said on what is basically a bicycle seat. He's operating with.
Dad, what's cool?
Is that cool?
Yeah. Can I go up?
Did he get a patch?
No.
He needs to get a patch back at the info desk.
Okay.
We'll get him a patch.
Hey,
Take
guys.
his point patch.
Whoa.
What do you think?
Do you want one for the house?
There's a lot of gadgets.
And this is a real one. Some kids say, is this made out of cardboard? No, it's not a cardboard.
Augie, there's a pilot.
Oh my goodness.
Now look at that. It's even dated 2020.
Whoa. You went. Oh.
Wow. Look at Skipper.
It is Skipper.
they wore when they flew their airplanes.
Look at that view. That is cool.
Yeah. Alright, okay. Alright, this is where all the army people sat, and then they wore their vests.
And they had ashtrays. Augie, it's the radio room.
There's the radio room. There. That is the radio room.
Yeah, he's communicating with other ships.
The controls in the radio room. Whoa, look at that!
Yeah, it's sonar, radar, and they're plotting their course. Take a right.
This is like the coolest thing.
Okay, take a right.
This way?
Right.
This is the easy place to get to the top.
Do not climb on aircraft. Let's go ahead and cross that bridge
Yes,
now.
we don't climb on the airplanes.
No, he allowed you that one.
There's the helicopter. Hi.
I can't shoot in manual mode because my glasses keep fogging up. I can't see.
No, we can't go on
You
the
can go look at
airplanes.
them.
We can go look at them.
There's the airplane crash.
Look at that big old helicopter.
What's that?
It's a helicopter.
There's Augie.
It
These airplanes flew off the deck.
it looks like that one from Dusty. What was his name? Lumberjack guy?
I don't see Dusty.
No.
Where is he?
Well, you said he was downstairs.
Looks like he's downstairs. Oh yeah, he's really downstairs.
Okay, so the ship's a pretty cool little thing. If you got a young kid, he's enjoying it. The problem is you probably have to walk it twice because he is just wanting to fly through it, then he's wanting to go backtrack. So it's been fun though.
It's really cool. I forgot how much I love history.
Yeah, so we're gonna go check out the rest of the boat and see what's going on.
Sea camp. And it was the standard anti-submarine helicopter from the 1960s to the 1990s.
Can I go down?
Well, we
They
want to
were-
go see
hey,
this plane.
Yeah, Augie. Okay, let me go first.
How many more stairs could there possibly be? It's a lot of fun, but these stairs here are definitely very, very steep. Because now we are headed
don't
above
head that way.
the flight deck. All right. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Daddy. I can't breathe.
Yeah, it's good to wear the mask, everything's safe, but it's hard to climb the steps. I also wore my thickest mask I think I have today. And there's the captain's bridge. This is where he yells at the other people to do the job.
This is a control room.
This tells you how many knots you're going, which is the speed of the boat.
Yeah, Augie, this area tells you how fast you're going on the ship.
See? Knots is a nautical mile. Wind direction,
It tells you which direction the
Should I
wind
go to get
wind
to that?
speed.
is. Yeah.
What's this? Which way should I go?
And her saddest, the intimate details of the men who sailed and fought her.
Let's try that some more. Bloody stuff.
This is the USS Callahan.
And what's this?
It's a destroyer.
It's named for
That's
Admiral
the-
Daniel J. Callahan.
Yep, and this is the Striker. Buddy, don't touch. Hands off. Back up.
Spelt with a Y because it's named after a guy named Stryker.
And what's her there?
That is a USS Cannon, named for the
Oh,
second
wait, who's
Lieutenant
up
George
there?
H. Cannon. That one is the USS YorkTown.
What's
Oh, this way. It's one way.
called?
And the transition over to the destroyer. See the other big boat is Augie's calling it. And try to figure out what's going on over here. Augie, look, this is where they slept. That was their beds.
Remember that man told us?
Yeah.
It seemed like a constant pattern of attack. In fact, at one point, I remember thinking to myself, my God, will this never end?
In a furious action,
We're letting Augie watch a kamikaze dogfight battle thing for the first time. It's doing pretty good. We were questioning whether it was a good idea or not, but it is simulated, so it's not an actual recording of it.
Feet off the water.
Hopefully you can hear me through the mask.
Our guns on that side of the ship were all on it. Some of us, one of us, hit the bomb about 20, 30 feet from the ship. The bomb detonated and blew the plane to smithereens, the engine right into the side of our ship. My spotter, who was in with the director tub with me, put his arm up to shield his face. He put his arm up, it was all over. He had 3 or 4 aluminum rivets in his arm that came from the plane.
So if you're in Charleston, definitely take a trip over here to see the YorkTown and the destroyer. This has been really cool, especially if you're a history person like I am. Augie's loved it. We're trying to figure out that divide between history, real life, him watching the movies that are animated but of real things and not saying, ooh, cool boom and stuff like that, and him understanding what it means. We're working on it. We'll figure it out. But yeah, this has been pretty cool. No time left required.
Say goodbye, Storm.
Goodbye, Storm.
You can't get us.
This is what happens when you tell your kids you can pick out a toy. You end up with the space shuttle that costs more than their tickets to get in. But, Augie, do you like your space shuttle?
Do you like your space shuttle?
Yeah, I love my space shuttle.
Okay, so is it worth it?
You're gonna have to be Daddy's big helper and clean a lot. Deal?
Yeah.
Alright.
What's this? What, Mommy? You know, what, Mommy? What's this space shuttle?
What was that song?
Now,
Can you
me
sing
on?
that? Those are the astronauts. Can you sing Daddy that song?
I love my astronaut. I love my Mommy. I love my rocket, and I'm bringing it home
Where's your home?
that way.
So what did you think about the battleship?
I thought it was pretty awesome.
You know what the astronauts do?
And he got a toy, so now he wants to know what the astronauts do.
Which
means we get to put it together.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I think for me, never really having been around a battleship, or really, the only ship I've ever been on is a cruise ship. So
Nobody handed her a margarita on this one.
I think
so
it
it's
got
pretty
some
impressive
I think it got
to
some
see,
cake.
and it's overwhelming. I get teary-eyed with anything that comes like patriotic. I just do, and so it's pretty overwhelming to see things that you've watched in movies in person.
Yeah, so that was us at the battleship in part 1, I guess, of Charleston vacation. 2, 3, you'll be part something. But, alright, so we will
See you on our next adventure.